Everybody knows you never go full retard.
What do you mean?
You went full retard, man. Never go full retard.
You just don't mess with people's guns in Texas. As you guys can see, Texas Senator John Cornyn is getting the business from native Texans. Now, guys, I want to talk about a couple of things in this video. Number one, I'm going to be talking about why it is that they're booing him, which I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys have already figured out, and I'm going to go ahead and kind of expound upon it a little bit further. And I'm also going to talk about this little dust-up that occurred this past weekend with Crenshaw and, of course, Alex Stein and the boys. So make sure you guys stick around for that. Also, something else, too. There will be the link to my main channel will be in the comment section of this video here for your social commentary content. And also something else, too. There will be a video out either tomorrow or Wednesday on the actual full extent of why it is that red flag laws are actually dangerous in themselves. Now, I wanted to do that video a while back, but I never really got around to it until recently. And I've got everything scripted, ready to go, and all the points needed to go. Of course, scripting and going off the cuff is kind of an issue for me, which, by the way, I am going off the cuff right now. But the thing is this right here, it's pretty simple. People don't like the idea of their ability to actually defend themselves being impeded upon. They don't like it. It's unconstitutional, and Texas, quite frankly, is an extremely pro-gun state. I mean, North Carolina is a pro-gun state too, but in Texas, it's a little bit more to the heart. I mean, come on, guys. We should all be taking these matters as close to the heart as you can get. I mean, the Second Amendment, of course, is under assault, and you're getting Republicans actually helping out with this. Now, guys, I explained in the last video that some of these Republican senators could be doing things for strategy, but in the case of John Cornyn, he obviously did not get the memo out. I remember that John Cornyn came out and he did this little spiel of what the Democrats wanted and how this entire bill was actually a success. No, it's not a success at all. Now, guys, enforcing some of the laws in the books that were already there, like for example the boyfriend loophole, if you can actually get an actual reasonable conclusion to what an actual relationship is, that right there is understandable. Obviously, hardening the schools. But juvenile records, things like that right there, red flag laws, it's just completely unconstitutional and completely unreasonable. And Democrats, of course, are just reaching too far. It's one of the reasons why I don't think this bill, upon further review, I don't think this bill will actually survive. I think this bill will get blown up probably by the far left and Republicans themselves. Like I said, I don't even think the bill's even going to get 40 votes. I mean, it may not even get to a vote, period. I mean, that is just how dire it is. Now, guys, with that right there being said, there are effective ways and non-effective ways of doing things. As you guys know on this channel, I give Dan Crenshaw, Red Flag Dan, I give him a lot of hell, and I did a video on him the other day saying that he probably would not vote for red flag laws this time around once it goes to the Congress because he knows that he's basically under heavy scrutiny. I've said it before, that I don't think that he will stay in Congress. I think he'll eventually try to run for the Senate and possibly the presidency. I don't trust him. However, there is a right way of calling people out and a wrong way of calling people out. And I've talked about this on my social commentary channel all the time. Let's say, for example, a boycott, an open boycott. Open boycotts of products or things oftentimes don't work because it creates martyrdom for the product that's actually out there or the company that's being pushed. It makes it kind of rare and people kind of want to get it more. It's under fire. Why not go buy this product? Yada, 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 yada. I've always felt that simply getting the information out there and simply unsubscribing was much, much more effective, like in the case of Disney or the Disney Plus. You just simply cut it off. After a while, they will come to you and they will ask you what the problem is. Now, Crenshaw, of course, we've been trying this stuff with him. And, of course, he's gotten upset, gotten into it with 11-year-old little girls and crap like that there. However, even though stuff like this right here looks good on the surface.
I Patch McCain. Hey, I Patch McCain. Look at I Patch McCain right here. You're a rhino. You're a globalist. You're a globalist rhino. You're a globalist rhino. Kid, you're a globalist rhino. I Patch McCain! I Patch McCain! I Patch McCain! You're a globalist right now! You're a globalist right
now! In a lot of ways, it kind of does not. Now, somebody in the comments is going to say, They're fighting. Great. I'm glad they're fighting. Okay, I agree with you. They should fight. However, here's the deal. When you do things like that, and by the way, I'm beginning to believe that Alex Stein and Cassidy Campbell are really just black pillars, which, by the way, I'll be doing more videos on that in the future on my main channel, and why it is black pilling is not the way to go here. Red pilling and white pilling is. The thing is this right here. Even though we call him Commie Shaw, we know who the hell he really truly is. I think it best you just simply vote for his primary challenger and force him to, at some point in time, to kind of accept the fact that he's not going to last in this position. You can't primary all of them out at one time. We do need to primary them out, but I think we do need to have at least some common sense here. And like I said, I know I'm going to get some flack for this, and it's okay. I can take the flack. I'm a big boy. I can handle it. I can handle the criticism as well. But here's the thing. This right here is not the right way of doing it, okay? And I understand the whole eye patch McCain stuff like that right there. I don't like Dan, but I do at least respect his military service, okay? I'm a veteran myself, okay? I don't agree with Dan on this issue, and he needs to be called out for it. And quite frankly, he needs to go. But the thing is this right here. When you got guys like Stein and them causing a ruckus, and I know somebody's going to say that the assault was not really and truly an assault, which, by the way, I agree, it wasn't really and truly an assault. You can't go out there and do this type of stuff and then go on Twitter and play freaking victim. You know what Dan did for the entire day yesterday after this entire ordeal went? Tell you right what he did. He posted Bible verses. Yes, he posted Bible verses. His fake ass posted Bible verses, and the liberal media actually defended him, which, by the way, exposes a lot about him. That should tell you right there who the hell he is. So if that was the idea, then good to go. But still at the same time, though, I find it more effective that you don't blackpill your base. I find it more effective that you simply push other people to primary these people out. I find it more effective to actually hold them accountable with your actual honest-to-God vote. When you do crap like that right there, you just look like another crazy-ass activist. That is what the hell you look like. You look like a radical leftist. And I'm beginning to wonder if Campbell and Stein aren't just Democrat plants. I know that I've talked about them before in the past, but I do leave those old videos up, even though it may look like a contradiction or a bit of or if it looks like a little bit of a, how do I say, a clarification or a moment of clarity. I'll leave that up there so that way you guys can know that at one point in time I felt that way. And I'll tell you flat out, exactly, yeah, I felt this way at this time. These two guys right here, in my opinion, they may be doing more to hurt us than help us. And like I said, I'm glad that somebody's calling out Dan. But when you get into events like this right here, and what people don't seem to understand is this right here. Not everybody in the United States, not all 322 million people in the United States have a Twitter account. I'd say the real number of American Twitter users, or active Twitter users, is probably only like 20 million. And guess what? 3/4 of them are on the left. So what did you do? The only thing you did was possibly blackpill 5 million more people that you're going to need against the Democrats in the future to keep them from pushing through their radical agenda. That right there is the point. And I'll probably have a video on blackpilling itself, probably tomorrow, to expand on this issue a little bit more. Guys, short time of prepping here. Gear issue 33. John Claymore. If you like the content, hit the like button, subscribe, share the video, sign off in the comment section, and I will see you guys later.
Oh, no, you don't. I wanted my children around with gun foolishness.
Then leave.